DYOR. Bro, just DYOR. DYOR. What does that even mean? Well, it means to do your own research. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I do my research before I ape into any meme coin. And by the end of this video, you're gonna have the tools necessary to help you navigate this space a little safer. Now, keep in mind, you can do everything right, but that doesn't ensure you're not gonna get absolutely wrecked. But doing the things in this video that I'm gonna show you has saved me a lot of time and most importantly, a lot of money. But before we get started, make sure you check out Daddy on Base after the video. Daddy on Base is a meme coin that I created dedicated to helping you navigate this crazy degenerate DeFi space safer. So make sure you check that out after the video. But without further ado, let's get into doing our own research. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is aping into live new pairs versus buying more established meme coins. Let's talk about it. Now, in this video, I'm going to be using two of the most important websites in the space that people use to track tokens, which is DEX Screener and of course, DEX Tools. Now, both have a tab called Live New Pairs. And pretty much what Live New Pairs is a place that shows you in real time which meme coins are being created. And as you can see, there are meme coins that are being created every single 20 seconds, it seems like. So that means thousands upon thousands of meme coins are being created every single day. And the vast majority of those are scams. So if you go to the top left, you can see the different blockchains that you can check live new pairs on. We're gonna choose the base chain. Now, what's interesting is that if you go far back enough, and I mean just maybe 20 or 30 minutes, you can see all these minus 100 little red things here. And all of those are pretty much rug pulls. Now, a lot of people like to buy meme coins that are on live new pairs. Why, Rodney? Because they want 100x or 1000x. But let me tell you something, 99.999999 times out of 100, you're gonna buy a rug pull and waste a lot of money. So that's why these days, I just buy meme coins that are already established. What do I mean? If you go to CoinMarketCap, you can see the top meme tokens by market capitalization. And of course, we have the same old ones like Dogecoin, SHIB, Pepe, Whiff, Bonk, Floki, Brett, so on and so forth. Now, yes, I know that some of these meme coins may seem lame to some people, but they're established and they're probably not likely to rug anytime soon, at least. And these tend to move with Bitcoin, so at least you know eventually they're gonna pump in the future, maybe. And let me tell you something, I've saved so much money doing this instead of just buying random live new pairs. But the things I'm gonna show you in this video will work on live new pairs as well. So let's get into the video. The first thing I'm gonna do is find the contract for a token and plug that into some sort of contract reader. And the two websites I like to use is Token Sniffer for EVM compatible tokens and SoulScan for my Solana meme coins. These websites are gonna show you everything you need to know about a token's contract. Now, you can find the token contract on any token listing website pretty much. Now, for this example, I'm gonna be using Brett on Base, and I can find their contract right here under where it says contracts. But if it's a brand new meme coin, they're not gonna be listed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko just yet. So if I'm using DEX Tools or DEX Screener, I can find the contract right here on DEX Tools, and on DEX Screener, I can find it right here. All I'm gonna do is copy that, and you can cross-reference that contract between all different sites to make sure it's the correct one, because there's a lot of copycats out there. So on CoinMarketCap, I'm just gonna copy it right here. I'm gonna go to Token Sniffer and paste that in the little bar down here. And now it's gonna show me everything there is to know about the contract. You can see it gives you an overall score. Now, this doesn't tell the entire picture, but I'll explain exactly what metrics they weigh. So the most important thing, in my opinion, is whether or not it's sellable or not a honeypot. So a honeypot is a token that you can buy, but you cannot sell. And what happens when you buy tokens on live new pairs without properly vetting it by using something like Token Sniffer, a lot of times you'll just buy a honeypot and you'll get rugged for whatever money you put. The next thing is to see the contract analysis, which is the contract renounced? So if the contract is renounced, that means the owner no longer has control over it. That means they can't modify things like the taxes or just anything about the contract. Now, this is important because if the contract isn't renounced, that means the dev could be having a bad day and just put the taxes at 100% and you could be absolutely wrecked. Now, a contract doesn't need to be renounced, but it's something to keep in mind. And that's gonna be a theme of this video. Not everything needs to be perfect, but it's something you should keep a track of, right? If you're gonna be buying something, you should know what you're buying. The next category is holder analysis, and it'll tell you how much of the supply some of these wallets are holding. And as you can see, Brett has a red mark right here because the creator wallet holds more than 5% of the supply at 9.14%. But with that being said, every other holder holds less than 5% of the supply. Now, it's also important to cross-reference this. What do I mean? If I go to a site like DEX Tools and check out Brett again, you can see all these different tabs for social media, website, etc. But each network's gonna have their own little icon. And this is gonna bring us to Base Scan. Now, of course, you have Snow Tracer for AVAX, Etherscan for Ethereum, BSC Scan for Binance, so on and so forth. Now, if we go down here, you can see these different tabs. I'll click on holders, and then I can see everyone's wallets. I can see that, yes, the Brett deployer does hold about 9.1%. And I can see some of the centralized exchange actions. Bybit has, 3% of the supply. supply, so on and so forth. Now, this is super important in brand new meme coins because a lot of time these meme coins got airdrop tokens, or they just hold a massive amount of supply, which could really get you wrecked, because that means there's a lot of power in one person's hands, and if they decide to sell, it could create a large red candle. Now, sometimes it's good to have a large amount of the supply in one person's hands, especially if you trust that person or you know who the developer is, or if they have like a reputation to protect, because that means at least they're not going to sell and other people can sell and the project won't rug. The next part is liquidity analysis, and you can also see what's going on with the liquidity over here on chain. You can see that Brett has a market cap size of $1.22 billion and a liquidity of 12 million. Now, keep in mind, liquidity can be spread across different blockchains, centralized exchanges, so on and so forth. So it's important to keep that in mind. But for brand new meme coins, I like a 5 to 10% ratio out of the gate. Any more is fantastic, but that's not bad. What do I mean? If a meme coin has a $1 million market cap size, I want to make sure they have at least $50,000 to $100,000 in liquidity. Too many people will pay attention to just the market cap size, not knowing that the liquidity is low in a project. Just because a project has a $1 million market cap doesn't mean that there's $1 million available to be withdrawn from that project. That is the liquidity. Here's a prime example. Now, if we go to Brett, we can see that Brett has $12.41 million in available liquidity, at least on chain. If we go to the third largest Brett wallet that's not a centralized exchange or the deployer, we can see that they have about $42 million worth in Brett tokens. Just because they have $42 million worth of Brett tokens doesn't mean they can pull out all $42 million, because the liquidity isn't there for that. So it's important to keep that in mind. And what's also cool is that some of these websites actually have a contract reader built into them, but sometimes they're slow. You can see Dextools has one right here. And one of the most important things also is buy and sell tax. You can see Brett has 0 in, 0 out. See, a lot of meme coins launch with taxes, and taxes can really wreck people. Say you have 10% buy taxes. That means 10% of your initial transaction is going to go to their tax. If they have 10% sell taxes, that's 10% when you sell. So that means 20% total taxes round trip, and that's absolutely insane. Now, if there's projects that are not just meme coins and they have some sort of utility that requires them to have taxes so they can pay for things in the future, then that's fine. But most of the time, taxes are just a way for them to make a bunch of money without offering anything to the DeFi space. Something to think about. And remember, if the contract isn't renounced, they can modify those taxes. I've seen many meme coin projects where out of nowhere, the developer changed the sell tax to 100%. That means you are locked into that meme coin forever. I mean, you could sell, but they're going to get 100% of your transaction. That's why ownership being renounced is super important with brand new meme coins especially. The next thing I look at, and it may seem trivial to some people, is their website. I think a website can tell you a lot about a project. A good website will tell you the goals of the project. It'll tell you who the developers are sometimes. It'll give you a lot of information about the project. Now let's check out Brett. Now obviously you can tell Brett has a pretty clean website, nice little graphic right here, and you can see that they actually put a lot of effort into making this website look like something nice. And you can see other things like all the different centralized exchanges that Brett is listed on. Now centralized exchanges are important because it's kind of the bridge between the normies in the real world and us weirdos in DeFi. We like to use decentralized exchanges because we like anonymity a little more, but centralized exchanges are huge. But you shouldn't just take their word for it. You should always cross-reference. Now, yes, Brett says they're listed on all these centralized exchanges, but let's find that out for sure. Now, if we go back to CoinMarketCap, there's a tab called Markets. And if you click on that, you can go down to this little tab right here, and it'll show you on all the exchanges it's traded on. Now, we want to check for centralized exchanges. And as you can see, they are in fact listed on all the centralized exchanges that they listed on their website. A good website will give you a little bit of backstory of what the meme coin is. It'll tell you about their tokenomics, how much was added to the liquidity pool, their treasury, centralized exchange wallets. Good websites have a how to buy video or how to buy with whatever wallet they're associated with. I mean, look at Daddy on Base, my meme coin. I have a how to buy video right here, but that's for another video. But you get the point. Good websites have all the things you need to just know about the project in general. Now, a lot of meme coins aren't going to have any goals or values or missions or anything. They're just meme coins that are here because they're fun. But there are some projects that are offering you a ton of utility. You need to make sure that if you're buying a meme coin that's offering this sort of utility or this huge roadmap about all the things they're going to get done, they actually stick to what they say they were going to do. So make sure you check the website. And the last thing I checked for, which is probably the most important, is their social media website presence. And you can find those in a few different places. Now, if we go back to CoinMarketCap, you can see that Brett has all their social media websites right here. You can see on Dex Screener, they have them all right here. But the best layout for me is Dextools because you can see all these little cool little buttons. You can see their CoinMarketCap, their CoinGecko, and now we can see their social media sites. We can see their X account. How is their presence on X? We can see Brett has 100,000 followers, which is absolutely phenomenal. We can see their YouTube presence. They have a playlist of a bunch of other people that have made videos about Brett, which is phenomenal. Now, in my opinion, X, or formerly known as Twitter, is the most important website when it comes to marketing meme coins, because every cryptocurrency person worth their weight in salt, is that weight in salt? They're on X. So if you don't have a big X presence, then there's a problem. Not only that, is the team active on X? Are they posting every few hours? Are they making some sort of a way for the community to engage? And as you can see, Brett is doing that all day, every day. Now, if you see a meme coin project that has no X presence, or they have an X presence, but they don't post, it shows you that they don't really care. Because if they don't understand that X is the most important platform for promotion, then I mean, why are they even here? Doesn't matter how good a meme coin project is if no one knows about it. Now, as time has gone on, we've seen meme coin projects branch out to TikTok or like Instagram. Now, check out Ponky on Sol. It's another big Solana meme coin. They are on Instagram and TikTok, and their presence is heavy. Now, if you go to Instagram, you can see that they have 343,000 followers on Instagram, which is absolutely phenomenal. And it's full of a ton of short form content, and they upload regularly. The same goes for TikTok. They have 122,000 followers. The point is, the more the merrier. The bigger their social media presence is, the more likely it is for their price action to go up, right? Because the more people that know about it, the more people that are probably going to want to buy it. Now, there's a lot more things that go into doing research, but these are some of the things you can do in just a few seconds, really, to help you understand a project better. Now, like I said before, you could do all of these things and still get absolutely rugged. But using these tools has really helped me find the good projects from the bad projects. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did this video help you? Is there anything that you do to help you do research better? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, make sure you check out Daddy on Base. Again, it's a meme coin project dedicated to helping you all navigate this crazy space. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.